Aloha, I'm Andrus-Price. Just call me Mai. Welcome to my pesto recipe. Before I give you my recipe, I want to give you 7 steps to create a sensual and spiritual experience while you cook. It's also ways to really enjoy your food before you eat it. So the first step is to pick a recipe that has fresh, vibrant herbs and vegetables, and that are obviously perky and still have some life to it, because we are what we eat and we are ingesting this life energy. The second step is to set an intention. Like, I'm gonna have fun doing this, or maybe envision the wonderfulness of the way it's gonna taste. It's just, when you set an intention, you create with purpose. And then the third step is to pause and enjoy the colors. Just slow down a minute. We are so busy in this lifetime, so this is a time to slow down and enjoy what's in front of you. Like, I had so much fun. Look at the size of these basil leaves. I felt like I was a little kid looking at something wonderful. And then the next step is to enjoy the scents. Oh my gosh, this basil is permeating the whole part of my kitchen, and it's just, basil is calming and soothing, and it's wonderful. Even the cilantro, you know, it's kind of spicy and it just adds to the excitement. I get excited when I cook. The next step is to say a prayer, or maybe if you don't pray, just also put a statement of gratitude. So I like to give thanks for the ingredients that I have before me, that I could just hop in the car or go out in the garden and harvest this. So if you don't want to say a prayer, just state, well, I'm really thankful that I could have this before me. And then the 6th step is to, again, in the spirit of slowing down and getting grounded, just open your heart and your mind and ask for inspiration. Is there something that's bugging you that you really need an answer to? Ask. You would be amazed at what comes through when you slow down a little bit, you surrender, and you open your heart. And then the 7th step is, once you have your recipe and your meal prepared, again, just quiet down a little bit and just give pause and look at the wonderful meal that you created. And if you're sharing this meal with someone, ask them to be quiet, sit quietly and reverently just for maybe 2 minutes, and then ease into a nice conversation or invite some thoughts that are inspiring. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the recipe part, and this is really easy. So I use about 2 bunches of basil, about this size, okay? Nice and fresh. And then I also use, I kind of like cilantro, so this is a medium to large size of cilantro. And then I put in a teaspoon of seasoned salt. This is my own blend, and I just mix it with some oregano and garlic and some other things that play with my palate. 2 cloves of garlic. You can put in a little bit more if you're a garlic fan. 1 cup of olive oil. Okay, the next ingredient is 3/4 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. You want a high-grade vinegar. Look at this. This has been aged 18 years, and you can tell that it's expensive, 1, by the price, 2, by the thickness, the viscosity, and how long it's been aged. And when you smell that, whoo, I'm telling you, it takes you to heaven. So I'm gonna put all these together in a blender, and I will be back in 1 second. So I put the basil in here, and I obviously took it off the stems. There's 1 cup of olive oil. I'm gonna put the amazing balsamic vinegar in here. And look how yummy! That looks so good. And you wanna get every little bit out. 1, because it's expensive, and 2, because it tastes so good. And then I put my salt in, and then I just coarsely chop the garlic, because it's gonna be blended up, so you don't need to mince it at all. And then for the cilantro, I just take off the roots, and I actually use the stems of the cilantro. A lot of people don't, but it tastes just as good. And you know, my grandma, waste not, want not. I hear her talking in my head. So I'm gonna put all this in the blender and I'm gonna blend it and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back and it is all blended. That is so good. I wish I could share this with you. So the trick is just taste it. To me, it's perfect right now, but if you feel like you need a little bit more garlic, then you can add that in. The viscosity is good. It's pretty thick. Let me show you. You can see that. You know, kind of thick there. That's a good amount. And you can put this on veggies, fish, and all kinds of meat. And pasta is really good. So I hope you've enjoyed this today. I hope you use it. And I hope that you're able to also use those 7 steps to enjoy your food and to have a sensual and spiritual experience. Till next time, take care. Aloha.